Welcome back to the footboxx channel, where today I'm going to preview England's up-and-coming European Championship Qualifiers away. It's a double header. We start with the Czech Republic on Friday night in Prague, and then followed it up on the Monday evening in Sofia against Bulgaria. So if we look at the group going into these two games for England, England sit top, played 4, won 4, 12 points. Czech Republic are second, played 5, they've got 9 points with the 3 victories. Kosovo, they're third in the group, played 5, 8 points now. That defeat to England cost them a little bit, but they've got some games that potentially they can get back in, and I still believe that they are the second strongest team in the group. And the two teams at the bottom propping it up, Montenegro and Bulgaria. So England, having played one game less, if they get the victory in Prague on Friday night and then follow it up with another 3 points in Bulgaria, it's going to put them in great stead to qualify. They're pretty much already there with another 6 points, and it gives Southgate the opportunity in the games at the end of the campaign against Montenegro at Wembley and then in Pristina against Kosovo the chance to rotate his squad and give some of the fringe players and some of the younger ones coming through the chance to start. So going on to this first game on Friday night in Prague, if we look at the Czech Republic, so their last 3 games, Montenegro, they beat away 3-0. Czech Republic lost away in Kosovo, and they beat Montenegro at home 3-0. And the reverse fixture we saw at Wembley, England won 5-0 on the night. They were very poor, the Czech Republic. Raheem Sterling absolutely tore them to shreds. And as the game went on, they just got absolutely ripped apart by England. Can I see England winning this game 5-0? No, I think it would be a little bit more tighter, cagey affair. I expect Czech Republic to sit behind the ball, let England dictate possession, and England will have to do a lot to build up and try and find that width. It won't be like we saw in England's last game against Kosovo, where Kosovo went on the front foot, got in the lead, and continued to press and try and get forward, and England just ripped them to shreds on the counter-attack. That won't happen this time out. If it does, I'll be very, very shocked, but I expect the Czech Republic to sit behind the ball. So going on to the team that I think is a little bit of a mixture. I think this is a team that Southgate will pick, but there's a little bit of a personal opinion on it as well, and who should start. Pickford in goal, picks himself. He's not in great form with Everton's. I think they've lost 4 at the moment, but he is England's best goalkeeper in my opinion. The full-back positions is where I think we'll see a little bit of rotation again from Southgate. And as I said in my squad reaction video, if you haven't watched it, please do. But I think the defence at the moment, the only player that picks himself is Harry Maguire. So the full-backs for me, I think Trippier will start and Danny Rose, but I do expect them to be rotated for the Bulgaria game on the Monday. So my defence that I think will start will be Trippier, Danny Rose, Harry Maguire, and I do think Gomez might get a start, purely because he's done well in the past for England. Yes, he's not playing every game at the moment for Liverpool, but I think he's a better option than Keane. He's probably going to be lacking a little bit of confidence after his mistake against Kosovo. As I said about Pickford, the Everton results haven't been great, and I think the confidence issue there might push Southgate to lean towards Gomez. Going on to the midfield, I think we will see the same 3 that started against the Bulgarians and the Kosovans in the last set of fixtures, with Rice, Henderson and Ross Barkley. They seem to be a bit more of a permanent fixture, with the exceptions of Dele Alli and Lingard again from the squad. Those 3 work quite well, and Declan Rice, although I didn't think he played particularly well against Kosovo, I've seen him play for England a couple of times beforehand, and he's looked very, very comfortable, and he kind of frees up Henderson to be a bit more of a number 8 rather than a defensive midfielder. He can get on the ball a bit more, look for that killer pass, spread the ball out wide, and Henderson works well with Barkley sat in front of him. And Ross Barkley, in an England shirt, as I've said in the past, does a lot of good. Although he isn't lighting it up in the Chelsea shirt, he's had his difficulties of late, missing a penalty in the Champions League, etc. I think he will start this game for England, and he continue his good form for England. The front 3, after the devastating fashion that they ripped apart Kosovo on the counter-attack, picks itself. Harry Kane through the middle, Sancho and Sterling. Harry Kane, 41 caps, 26 goals. He's got 6 in qualifying so far. He is well on form to go on and break Wayne Rooney's goal scoring record in the years to come for England. Spurs have got their troubles, but he's England's captain. He's England's main talisman. and he is working well with Sterling in this qualifying campaign. Raheem Sterling also got 6 goals and 4 assists as well. He's averaging a goal every 54 minutes in this qualifying campaign, and he's been playing on one wing or the other, and he has been absolutely devastating and probably England's best player over the last year, possibly 18 months. And on the other wing, Jadon Sancho, 2 goals against Kosovo, in good form for Dortmund, in amongst the goals and the assists as usual. Nice to see him get another chance. So that's my starting lineup for this game in Prague. My score prediction is going to be the Czech Republic 1, England 3. I can see us conceding from a set piece or just getting caught a little bit on the break. There's still that little bit of defensive frailties, so I do think we will concede, but I expect us to win comfortably in the end, 3-1. And I'll say goals from Harry Kane, Sterling and one other, potentially one of the defenders on a set piece. England tend to like a set piece. So moving on to Sofia then on the Monday night, talking about Bulgaria. They were terrible at Wembley. They came to Wembley and had no ambition, sat behind the ball. When they did get 1 or 2 counter-attacks in the first half, based on the fact that England again defensively was sloppy, they just looked like they had nothing about them. They had the Brazilians out wide and through the middle, but they were poor, didn't really offer a lot, didn't press England. And when England went direct, they ripped them apart and went on to win 4-0. So their last 3 games, and if we look at the Bulgarian form, so they lost 3-1 to Ireland in a friendly. Obviously, they lost at Wembley 4-0 to England, and they lost at home to Kosovo 3-2. So they can score at home against Kosovo, but we know the way Kosovo play allows teams to counter-attack them. It's a bit more of a basketball match and end-to-end when the Kosovans are in town. But the last team that Bulgaria beat at home was Cyprus. I think that speaks for itself. So again, I fully expect England not to have too many problems. The team for this lineup, for this game, we're going to go for Pickford. As I said, I think he will rotate the fullbacks. So we're going to go Alexander-Arnold at right back, and I think Ben Chilwell will start at left back. Harry Maguire, I expect to see him in there again. I would like to see Tomori get a start. I think if we won the game in Prague on a Friday night, we're in a bit more of a comfortable position. Give a couple of guys that haven't got the caps yet a start. Give Tomori a start. Defensively, I don't think he's going to have a lot to do, but give him a start. Give him a little bit of exposure to senior international football. The midfield, I think he'll play Rice and Henderson just because, as I've said, he tends to like that and that defensive shield with Rice, Henderson. And I'd like to see Maddison get a start. He's worth looking at. Give him in that number 10 role. See what he can do. There's some games up and coming where we're going to be in that position where we can afford to experiment a little bit. But I would like to see James Maddison start. And he's been playing very, very well for Leicester, and I think he deserves this opportunity. And it'd be interesting to see what he can do in terms of linking up with Harry Kane, Sterling and Sancho, which I will start again, the front three. I think that front three really needs to play as much as possible with each other now. Continue the good work that they're doing, continue the goal scoring vein of form that they're in, and really build that as a strong front three coming out of this qualifying campaign into the spring when we're expected to play a couple of more internationals before we go into the tournament next summer. So the score prediction for myself for this game, I can't see England having any problems at all. Bulgaria 0, England 3, Harry Kane again on the score sheet, and I think we'll see Jadon Sancho, maybe Jordan Henderson will get his first goal for England. So as I said at the start of the video, if England win both games, they are all but qualified with 2 games left to play, and it would allow Southgate to rotate and look at other players in the squad, the likes of Tammy Abrahams, the likes of Callum Wilson, some of the other defenders who is going to partner Harry Maguire at centre-half. Give them the opportunity to have a look at these players from the start of these games. What I like to see from these 2 games, England better defending when they are put under pressure on counter-attacks. The fullbacks end product needs to be a lot better than it was in the last couple of games. More of the front three, time together, scoring more goals, and of course 6 points. And as I say, we can go on and continue building what this feel-good factor around the England team at the moment. And it is important that we get the opportunities to look at other people and let others get some minutes. I'm going to be out in Prague on Friday night, followed by Sofia on the Monday. We're going to try and get some footage, some vlogs, and some post-game reaction out whilst we're out there. For those of you that have been listening to the videos and watching the FPL, like, share, comment and subscribe. But thank you very much for listening.